Less risk of micronutrient deficiencies on slightly higher caloric intake. If I eat less, I fidget less, I work out less intense, I know I eat less, I allow myself to maybe run a little slower, given that I am not on a 3-day fasting high, assuming 2k calories intake on the lower side for me, compared to 2.5k. On 2.5k calories, I probably burn more through activity, conscious, subconscious, unconscious. The less calories I eat, the higher the nutrient density of the remaining calories needs to be in order to fulfill the nutrient needs of my body. The more likely I am to have deficiencies compared to eating slightly more macros. Therefore, also more micronutrients. The underlying question might be, how do macro and micronutrient needs scale? Am I better off moving slightly less and eating slightly less 2k, or do I even need proportionally more macronutrients when burning slightly more calories through overall accumulated activity, and potentially also increased thermal effect that my net calories are identical again on 2.5k? But since the general consensus often seems to move a little more, also throughout the day, one might argue that slightly less calories with proportionally less movements might put one in a spot more prone to at least micronutrient deficiencies, provided macro and micronutrient needs scale slightly differently, and you don't need more than 2.5k per or divided by 2, equaling 1.25 times the macronutrients for regenerating from the increased activity or burn. Also relevant for fasting. Of course, there seem to be benefits to fasting, but given that slightly higher caloric intake, not eating 8k in donuts, might more likely cover also the micronutrients, more likely probably fasting for a few days, let's say, just might become a little less beneficial.